So now that we have our measurements exported, we can go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. We can close REW. Now we need to import our measurements and configure MSO to do the optimization. Okay. So again, I'm using a pre-released version of MSO. It looks identical to the current version that's out there. This version is going to be released pretty soon by Andy. I know he's got a few things that he's been working on. There's a huge rewrite of the tutorial that's based on the new functionality that he's added. So we'll walk through a little bit of that. I'm going to use that new functionality to kind of show you how to do this. Just really quick, if you're not familiar with MSO, you've got a data view column over here on the left that actually has two tabs. There's a data view tab at the bottom. This is where we're going to use to look at graphs to compare our results. And there's also this config view. And you can think of a configuration, each configuration, we're going to use multiples here. Each configuration is like a unique test or a unique optimization that you want to run. So what's really nice is I can have a baseline, I can have as many different tests or as many different configurations that I can flip back and forth and compare with until I get the results that I want. And it makes it very, very easy for us to see how we're improving and how we're changing things. Here at the bottom of the screen, we have an output section. When the optimization is running, you're going to see a bunch of stuff scrolling through here with a number that we're going to talk about later that represents how optimized or how good the results are. We'll also look at some of the graph cursor data. This big gray area in the middle is where our graphs are going to show, and we can right click on that and kind of show the data, the frequencies and the SPL values and such. Actually get the values here, which is really nice. And on the right hand side, we have this properties tab. This is really useful for displaying the values and the settings that we have for various filters on our channels that we're going to use to optimize our subs. Okay, so that's the quick intro, just kind of what the UI looks like. So now let's go ahead and step into importing our measurements and getting MSO configured for an optimization.